Okay, so in one of the last videos, I don't know what video because I'm filming so much that I don't know what is going where. I've been filming stuff out of line and like filming stuff out of order, and I've been filming stuff to send to people and not put on YouTube yet, and then it's crazy over here. It's crazy. But in one of the last videos, I was painting my door, and I was talking to you guys about the color I chose. It's a color that I did not expect to choose, and you guys were like, Merina, paint your shutters. And at first I was like, well, there's no point in, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. But there's no point in painting my shutters. This is my thought process before, beforehand though. I said to myself, I don't know if that's a good idea because I'm going to be changing the entire exterior of the double wide. I mean, that's coming up. I've been saving for that. That is going to be coming up. I mean, not shortly, but soon. And so I was like, I don't really know what the point in going and doing my shutters and painting my shutters and going ahead and painting my shutters would be, but that's a good idea. But then I sat back and I was like, you know what? They're always full of good ideas, and anything y'all say, y'all always think 25 steps ahead of me. It takes me a minute to catch up, but I finally get there. And so I was like, wait a minute. I'm not getting to the exterior anytime soon. Shortly, but not soon. So instead of having blue shutters and a paprika door, why not just have a paprika door and paprika shutters? I don't have anything else to do this evening. I have one little thing to do today that I have to send to my people, but like I can get that done in 15 minutes, so that's nothing. But I have nothing else to do today. I have a clear schedule for once. I never have a clear schedule. I have a clear schedule for once. I have nothing to do today, and I have almost an entire can of paint to spare from the door project. Well, this is going to go to waste if I don't do something with this, so why don't we just do something with it? Courtesy of y'all and your bright ideas. I'm sure it's going to be a bigger project than what I'm thinking because it's not too bad dirty out there. I'm sure it's going to be a bigger, I was like, that looks kind of cluttered on camera. But, oh, by the way, I have some, we'll get to that. I'm not going to tell y'all any secrets yet, but I got something planned. I just thought of something the other night, and it's going to look so stinking cool. But, so, it looked cluttered for a minute back there, but it's actually not. So, I think this is going, I'm not even going to say it, because I'm not going to jinx myself. Ideally, this would be a very easy project. That's what I'll say. But I forget that the shutters are, like, original to the trailer, so they've been up there for a hot minute. I mean, I'm 34. Me and this trailer are twins. It's 34 too. So my shutters are a little rusty. I'm sure the head shutters will be a little rusty. So I'm probably going to confirm your shutters are not rusty. So I'm probably going to have to wash down the shutters and like sponge them up really good just to make sure they're clean and that the paint isn't getting on nothing and spreading dirt, or you know, the paint will adhere to it really good, because even though this is a temporary project that I'm just wasting my time on, because I'm not wasting any money on, I've already bought this, I've already used some of this, don't have anything else to do with this, I'm wasting my time on it. It's gonna make me happy until we can get to the exterior of the trailer, because I'm gonna love the fact that my shutters match my door. I don't particularly like the blue and the paprika color together. They kind of clash. Even though it's temporary, we want to still do it the right way. I want my trailer to look good until we can get out there and do what we're going to do to it. So I'm going to wash them down, clean them up real good, and then we're going to go in and we're going to paint them this color and put y'all's bright ideas smack dab on the trailer. Duncan, are you sick of your water bowl? I got just the thing for you. Our regular traditional sized dog water bowl was not cutting it anymore. We have a lot of dogs, all ranging from very small to very large, and this thing was not doing it for us. Introducing the Oneisall Hell 10-liter water. The Hell 10-liter water is big enough for all of our family of dogs, and it's easily in my top 3 pet products. My first coming in is a Squishmallow bed, which y'all know my dogs love, and the last one runner-up is the Mrs. Myers dog shampoo. This thing falls right smack dab in the middle and spot number 2. It is that awesome. It's made its way onto my top list of pet products by being durable, made out of stainless steel. It's also the perfect size for both my smallest dogs, which are my Dachshunds, and my largest dog, which is my Collie. It also has a triple layer filtration system that keeps things clean and tidy, and you know with pets, that is a must. The traditional pet water bowl was just a strain on my larger dog's back, and it also wasn't able to keep filtered, so there was ever-growing bacteria in it. The Hell 10-liter water is constantly filtrating itself and removing bacteria and other debris that gets in this water bowl. You can see here immediately after we plugged it in, it started filtering, baby. This brings me such peace of mind because I no longer feel the need to have to walk by the water bowl and empty it out and give the dogs fresh water every 2 hours, which is something that I did very often. Our dog Moonpie, you can see here, will refuse to drink tepid water that's been sitting there. She'll refuse to drink it because she's a princess. So the fact that she went immediately over here to this Hell 10-liter water and started drinking out of it was hilarious. Call her spoiled if you want to, but she's been that way since she was a puppy, and it's one of the reasons that we're continuously refilling water bowls around the house. I was hopeful for minimal water splashes around the bottom of this water, but I was not expecting there to be no messes. There was none whatsoever. Here's my smaller dogs drinking, and then here's my larger dog drinking, and neither of the two have any water splashes like you see here. Around the smaller regular sized water bowl, there are always water splashes. There's always puddles congregating around the entirety of the bowl. A lot of times I'll have to go in behind the dogs when I see them drinking, and I'll have to take a washcloth and wipe around the floor just so that it's not nasty and not a hazard. But with the new water here, you can see with the Hell 10-liter waterer, there are no messes because he's drinking over the bowl itself. Thankfully, it has this triple layer filtration system because a lot of my dogs have really long hair, and hair always ends up in the bowl. But this thing sucks it right up and filters it to keep the debris and the hair and all the nastiness out of the water and keep crystal clean water in the actual drinking bowl. The triple layer filtration system helps the water to stay super clear as you see it here. And it not only just keeps the water clear, but most importantly, it keeps the water clean. Link to purchase will be in the description box below. You can follow the official store come November 1st. All products will be 20% off in preparation for Black Friday. Hey, where's your ladder at?
Outside.
Which side?
Over there.
Over where?
Why you want it?
Because I need to get on it. I got
get on that ladder.
I gotta scrub the shutters.
Or I could get up on it and take the shutters.
No, I got a man. Don't need a man.
And take the shutters down, and then you can do it that way.
I really don't want to go through the hogwash of.
It's like 2 screws.
Hogwash of
it's
taking
like
down
2
the
screws.
Wait, really?
Yeah. They're not complicated.
Would it be easier to take the shutters down?
Yes, and then you wouldn't be getting paint on the house either.
I wasn't gonna get paint on the house.
Also, you were gonna get paint on the house.
You sound like them right
now. You traitor.
You betrayed me. Well, apparently Shane's gonna take them down. So what am I gonna do while you're making pizza tortillas? It is in the afternoon. The sun goes down in the fall really quite early. I need to get this done. I've literally got 2 hours max of daylight. Okay. We're running out of daylight.
Okay. Then I have an idea. You could take over tortillas.
No, not that idea. I could take over unscrewing
right
the
now,
shutters.
JC and Jolie's in.
I could take over unscrewing the shutters. Okay, so actually looking from down here, they don't look, my neighbor's dog is going crazy, but they don't look too dirty. Now, I can't see my front. We're also going to get all this out of the yard from the last video or two. One thing I need to do, hi Sabrina Carpenter. One thing I need to do is paint the screens, because the screens are white against my black windows. So I need to do that. I don't think I'll do that today, but I do need to do that in an upcoming video when I have a free afternoon off like today. And then obviously we haven't painted these black yet, but we need to also get on that too. That way these are the only 2 windows in the front that aren't painted black. I don't know what I was thinking. I said that backwards. The living room windows are the only 2 that are painted black. We still have to paint the bedroom ones black, and we also still have to paint the kids' rooms black right here. And we need to get that done before we have the money to just go get black windows. I'm not going to do that anytime soon, but still, I want to get that done. I don't like just having, I mean, they kind of look like an accent piece at this point, but I don't like just having, you know, black windows right there. So we'll eventually get to that. Today though, before I get distracted, we're going to focus on the shutters. What I'll probably do is I'll probably paint those screens black whenever we go to paint the rest of the windows black, and I'll just paint the rest of the windows black along with all the screens too, and get it taken care of that way. The good thing is the screen door here is black, so it goes with those windows for right now. And I think once we get these shutters painted, it's all going to tie together for right now really good. later on, we're getting new siding. I'm actually doing something totally different. We've been looking into how to do that. And then I'm also going to be getting new underpinning, and I have an idea of what we're going to do for that, but I'm going between 2 different things. So all of that is changing. All of that's changing. And that'll be changing around the time that the front deck gets put on. So for right now, we're just doing things to make us happy. So obviously I love the color I used on the door. You guys gave me a great idea.
We're maintaining the flow.
You guys gave me a great idea to use that on the shutters, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I learned to do when we were really, really poor. I literally would just take something I already have and change something I already have with it. So like, I really wanted, if you remember, let me get out of the sun here. If you'll remember, whenever I did Christmas decorating, one of the first years, I think the first year I was here on YouTube, I did Christmas decorating. And I wanted a frolicked, is that how they say it? A frolicked tree. And I couldn't really afford to get a frolicked tree. So I literally just took a white paintbrush and just lightly painted all over the trees that I already had. And I made a my own frolic tree that way. Frolicked, is that the right word? I did it that way. And it's just taking something I already had, because I always have white paint on hand. I have white paint in there right now on hand. But I always have white paint on hand. And then I had something that I was wanting to change up a little bit. And it's so much cheaper. It's virtually no money spent because I didn't go out and buy paint for it, and it's cheaper than going and buying frolicked trees when I already have trees at home that I can make frolicked. I used to do that a lot, especially because before YouTube I didn't have a whole lot of Christmas decor. I really just had trees, like Christmas trees, and then those were like, I didn't have as many as I have now at all. Like I had one, not even two, one and two mini ones, and then I would have Christmas lights and Christmas ornaments. And sometimes if I got fancy, I'd go to the Dollar Tree and I would get the plastic garland, you know, the really shiny plastic garland you can get. I'd go there and I'd get that, and that's what we would decorate with. And it ain't been very long since I've been there, done that. So I've taken my days in the trailer park and my days being, you know, considered poverty in America. I've taken those days and what I learned doing that, and I try to use them today. Even though we have more money now, thank you Jesus, thank you guys, I still like to take what I learned then, because it's crucial information that one day we never know where we're going to be. You never know if 5 years from now I may be in a dire situation. Now, right now is the time for me to be building up, so that even if we become in that situation, we're not as dire off, right? We have a cushion savings account. We have things like that that we do during the time of us being up here in case we were to fall down here again. Even so, I still like to put the things I learned while I was down here in practice while I'm right here. Not up here, right here. So I was here, now I'm right here. Yeah, the people who can get the new decor and stuff every year, they're so cool. I'm not hating on them at all. I wouldn't hate on nobody for nothing. It's their money. I don't work to make their money, you know, like I don't, if they want to spend all their money on Cheetos, I don't work to make their money, they work to make their money. It's none of my business, none of my business what they do with it. If they can swing the new decor every single year, the whole sets of decor every single year, not just one or two pieces, but the whole entire different aesthetics, Christmas aesthetics and fall aesthetics, I applaud them for that, because they obviously work really hard so they can do that. But that's not just what, I don't want to do that. There's so many things that my money could go to that would benefit us as a family better. So I like to get new things as I can throughout the seasons. You'll see me do like a little haul here and there these days, and that's what I go with, and I pair that with the things that I learned down here, changing things up. And that's how I get new looks, and I scratch that creative itch I have to change up the house.
I kicked a hornet.
You kicked a hornet?
It was like in the air and I went, shah! I'm also going to slap a tapper in the underpinning right here.
I don't know what a tapper is.
It's a skirt.
Do you guys know what a tapper is?
It's where the underpinning gets old over time.
Mm-hmm.
And it broke off that screw. So
I hadn't realized that some of our underpinning had come loose, and Shane was noticing some gaps where there were missing screws or screws broken off or something, I guess where it's older. So he was going through and adding what he called tappers, which I think are just regular like screws in there just to keep the underpinning secured. While I was looking at this underpinning, I was like, oh snap, I didn't realize it was literally panels. I'd never watched somebody put underpinning on before, so I'm guessing it's just panels that they screw onto the bottom of the trailer, like to the wooden area. I know ours is screwed onto wood because I've seen behind it before, like when we were doing the inspections and everything when we bought the trailer. So I didn't know that it was in panels all the way around though until I was looking at it while Shane was adding the screws to secure it a little bit better. And I was like, oh, literally underpinning is just like sections of something that you put on the bottom of a double wide or mobile home. So I have an idea of what I want to do in the future. I don't really know the logistics of it. I don't know the details because I have to run all of it through Shane. I haven't even ran it by him yet, what I want to do. It's stuck in my head, and I need to get it to him. So if I forget it, he at least remembers it. But I really want to do something really neat with underpinning. I just got to figure out how to do it. We only had a couple of hours to work on this. As you can see the sun there behind us, it was going down. It was going down fast. I couldn't jump on this till the evening because my day was packed full up until then, and I wasn't going to start it in the evening, but I realized I had a whole evening off of doing anything. I didn't have to do nothing but cook dinner later. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and jump on it and see how much I can get done. And Shane and I just jumped on it together, and we just started running like a well-oiled machine. And before you know it, he had taken them down, and I had wiped them down while he was transporting them to the area where we were going to paint them. We did end up painting them under a tree in the fall. So that wasn't very smart. So if you're going to paint something, don't paint it under a tree where leaves are continually falling off of that tree through the fall, and the wind's blowing and leaves are flying everywhere, and the leaves are really combative, so you're having to throat punch leaves and everything. Don't do all that like me. Don't do it the hard way. I always do it the hard way. I don't know why I do that, but I'm always looking for the hardest way to do something, and I do that subconsciously. So I don't know I've done it the hard way till I'm smack dab in the middle of doing it the hard way. Now, don't get me wrong about these blue shutters. These were like a faded navy. I don't know if this color was the color they've always been since the production of the mobile home, but I didn't hate this color. I loved it. It just didn't go well with the color I chose for the door. And I didn't really know what else to do. I didn't want to play with color matching because I'm not very good at color matching. We can tell that by how I put my makeup on. My face will be like tan and my neck will be bright white. If a girl's walking around looking like that, I don't think she needs to match her shutters to her door using a different color matching scheme. So I just decided I was going to go with what y'all said because you really don't steer me wrong. Even if you tell me something that you think is a good idea and I don't do it, it's not because I think it's a bad idea. It's just because I can't visualize it in my head. I'm not a visual person. It takes me a while to kind of see things and how things are going to look. And sometimes I just have to YOLO and wing it and just hope for the best. So if you ever give me ideas and I don't go with it, don't get offended. It's not because I think it's a bad idea. Most of the time it is not a bad idea at all. It's a me problem. I can't visualize it like you guys are telling me, you know that I couldn't even visualize it with this project. I kind of just really had to trust you guys, and I didn't have any other options. So I was like, okay, either I'm going to leave them the blue and just let them stay that way until we get to the exterior of the house, or I'm going to just go with what they say and blindly trust them. And that's what I did. I just blindly trusted you, and y'all didn't do me wrong on this one. Which, to be honest with you, I don't think in the 5 years I've been on YouTube, there's ever been a time where y'all did me wrong. Now, I have been trolled before. I have been trolled, and people have used my ignorance against me, but that's a me problem too. They've used my ignorance against me, told me to do something that's off the wall, and I didn't know any better, so I got on here and did that. And that's a whole other thing. But as far as like my friends on here, like giving me ideas and advice and opinions and stuff, you guys don't steer me wrong. So I really didn't have a problem trusting you guys. I was just like, all right. So many of you guys have ideas throughout my home all the time, and sometimes I use those ideas, so I have like little pieces of you guys filtered out throughout my home. So why not have little pieces of your ideas on the outside of it too? After we took them down and wiped them down and put them over here at our station, we were painting, and Shane brought this table over here. And I didn't think about this table being one that I just recently redone because I was just trying my best to beat the sun going down. So when I accidentally got paint on this table, I said, Shane, you just brought the table that I had literally spent I don't know how long painting and fixing up a couple of months ago. And so he actually went in and helped me cover up the paint that I accidentally got on that table, and it wasn't bad because it's black and we were using the smoked paprika paint color, so it wasn't hard to cover at all. But I did not even think of that. I was just trying to get done, and I knew that the shutters on the horsies that you see here, those horsies that I got Shane as a gift, you could see like when I was painting it, they were trying to bend down and warp a little bit, and I didn't want to break them. I don't know how old they are. I don't know how easily they are to break. But I also didn't want to like drop them at mid-paint and then I have a bunch of dirt covering them and leaves and stuff like that. I was already fighting the leaves from the sky. I didn't want to fight the leaves from the ground. So we ended up just putting them over here on the table and using this as a sort of station. And then Shane went in and fixed the paint I accidentally got on the table while painting these. He fixed that for me. Okay, so I need you guys. I need your help, okay? If you know where I can find good priced dining tables. I need to know. I can't find any that are good priced, like under $1,000 is what I'm looking for. That's kind of my budget. I'm not sure Shane can make one for under $1,000 given how much lumber we would need for how big we need it to be. I need a pretty large one, like not like a Victorian, like huge one, but I need a pretty large one to fit our family. And I want to have room for guests too, in case Nanny wants to come over. Nanny doesn't eat at my house because I have dogs, and Nanny has never had a dog in her house in her life. She's like that. So, but we also have other people come. We have Shane's mom come sometimes. I have my mom and all her kids come sometimes. My dad comes over. He'll surprise me every now and then. And then we have our friends too. Our kids' friends come over a lot too. So I want to have room at the table for everybody. So I need probably, I don't know if they make them, but maybe like a 10, 12 seater table. Like I said, I can't find one under $1,000. It feels like that would go with the theme in my house. So given the theme in my house, you guys know what it looks like and kind of what I'm going for. If you have any ideas of where I can find a reasonably priced table anywhere on the internet, I mean, I'll try anywhere once, any website once. If you guys have any ideas, let me know, because I'm struggling finding one within my budget that's big enough and one that goes along with the aesthetic. That's the only thing keeping me from really getting into the kids' rooms right now, because I pretty much have all of the envelope full for each room. All of it almost. And then I'll be working with somebody in the future that you guys will see, and that helped out a lot in the rooms department. But as far as like getting to the rooms and doing the kiddos' bedroom makeover, all I really need to do is figure out the dining room table situation. And while I've been looking for dining room tables, I've been tackling little things like the door and the shutters now. And then I have a project coming up that I'll be talking about at the end of this video. I have a project coming up either this weekend or right after this weekend, and it's a smaller project, but not small. Like, it's going to take a lot from Shane, and he's going to have to really, like, shine up his skills in some areas we haven't worked in a while. But it's not going to be like huge. It's not a huge like makeover. It's just going to be a lot of effort, and it's going to be a big transformation look wise, but it's not going to be like a really expensive one or anything like that. So I've been trying to do little things like that as I wait to get to the kids' rooms makeover by waiting to find a table. I checked on Wayfair, couldn't find really a whole lot that interested me, that fit all my criteria that I need the table to. And then I went to a couple local stores, because I really like to support local furniture stores, because I feel like they don't get enough support. Like, people don't go there often, but a lot of times it's because the prices are a little steeper in stores like that. Sometimes you can find a good discount store. But most of the time, the prices are pretty steep there too. So I don't know if I have any furniture discount stores. I just thought of that while talking to y'all through this voiceover. I just thought about a discount furniture store, but I don't know if we have any around here. So I need to look that up too, because I don't know what their prices look like, but I would imagine they're cheaper than online store prices and regular local furniture store prices. Once we got done painting these, they dried in no time, and Shane popped them up back on the double wide. And then we forgot that the screws that we unscrewed out of them were like a greenish color. So that's what makes me wonder if these had been blue the whole time, or whether the screws just got discolored by time and sun and stuff like that. But we had to go back in after we screwed these back on the double wide and like paint each screw the smoked paprika color to match up the screw with the shutter, so that the screw wasn't standing out like a sore thumb. We pulled all of this off in an evening though, which I was really proud of, but I also randomly walked over to the side because I was like having an internal conversation with Holy Spirit, as I always do. I literally talk to him throughout my day, all day, every day, and just randomly talk to him about random stuff. But I was having an internal conversation with him, and I felt like impressed to kind of walk away and film a Bible channel video and kind of explain like what's going on with the Bible channel video. So I did that too in the middle of doing all of this in that one evening. That video will be over on the Bible channel at some point, maybe this week, I'd say. It was a lot though. But we did the daggone thing. Make sure, here in a minute I'm going to do an outro, but make sure that you guys are keeping an eye out for a like kind of homemaking stock up video, and then another like mobile home makeover / DIY video, because I have something in my mind that's so different and so like intriguing in my mind. It intrigues me, so I hope it intrigues you guys, but I think it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. And I have a reason to be doing it too. So like there's a purpose for it. But I'm excited to show you guys that. And that will probably be the next DIY video that you guys see. I'm pretty sure it'll be the next DIY video that you guys will see on the channel. Okay. Imagine the rest of the windows black, like the black here and the black around that, and of course the screens too. Okay, y'all are right. Yeah, there's not many times y'all are wrong, but y'all are definitely right. The color against the door, I wish on camera it pulled the color of the door more. In person, you can see the color of the door like vibrantly. It looks so good.
You know what?
It looks so good.
I have a suggestion.
What? What's your
It's gonna
suggestion?
give me more work. What if I was to paint that green part right there, that color?
Oh, that would be pretty. I don't know. That would be so pretty.
I wouldn't paint the whole roof because you can't see the roof.
I would do black.
But black. Oh, black.
Black.
You're right.
Definitely black. But okay, so future plans, without giving you guys like actualities, is that word? Because I don't really know. You guys know I never know. I have an idea of what we're going to do until we get to the project, but I don't ever know what we're going to do until we actually get into the project. I budget for everything. So I can't do anything over budget once time comes for the project to get done, but I can tweak it up a little bit and fit things within the budget, and that's usually what I do. So just a vague plan for what we got going on in the future. Underpinning, gone or changed. More than likely, gone. And I have an idea for that. We just need to see if it will work. You know, my plans. I always have big plans, but we gotta first see if it's Shane approved, because Shane will tell me if it will actually work or not. Siding. We're not gonna be doing traditional trailer siding. I'm really excited to show you guys that, because we know what we're doing, and you guys can probably guess what we're gonna do. But can you, sir, Jesus needs to cover that man in the name of Jesus. He just flew down that road. Yeah, we're not doing traditional vinyl siding, not sliding. So if you guys can guess what we're doing, I won't be so shocked as if you guessed what color we're doing. Can you guys guess what color we're going to be doing on here? And then obviously we're not going to have shutters. I don't think if we do, they're not going to be the traditional mobile home shutters. It's going to be different, and it's going to be DIY'd. So that is all going to be happening, and hopefully we'll all come together. And that's after later on when we do the massive deck. I don't know if Shane's going to be building the deck or not, or if he's going to be helping the contractor build a deck, because this deck is going to be from trailer end to trailer end, and I just think we need to get a contractor to do that just for time purposes. If Shane does it, he's going to be doing it in the evenings or in the early mornings, and he's going to be doing it every day. Yeah, unless he takes some time off, and then he doesn't want to spend his time off like working. I know you don't mind, but I do. So we might do that, and then me and Shane have a contractor do it, and then me and Shane go in and stain it or do whatever we're doing with it. I also want to do a covering on that porch, so that's also why I want to kind of go with the contractor route. But all that will come together hopefully. I have it in my head. I really do need to put it on my iPad in the little Procreate thing that you guys sometimes see me doodling projects on and Shane doodling projects on. I need to get it in there just so I don't forget anything, because I'm bad at forgetting things. I'm bad at having something in my head, come time to do project, I forget the details, so I'm like, snap, what am I doing here? I forget, and then we run into problems and issues. So I need to get that on my iPad so I can refer back to it and add and take away as we get up, to the time to do this. This is going to be coming after the inside is done, more than likely. So that's why I went ahead and did what you guys said and painted the shutters, because it's going to be a long time for us to get here. I mean, this is an entire double wide mobile home remodel transformation. I see. So this is definitely going to come after the inside's done, because we got a lot of things to do on the inside. We're actually working on an inside project, just a smallish one this weekend. You guys will see that upcoming. I might put it in a weekend vlog, or I might wait until the weekend vlog is done. Because we have a lot of it's the beginning of the pay period for us, so we got to do our monthly grocery shopping. We've been doing monthly grocery shopping with just filler stuff throughout the weeks, and then we've got to she went back in, and then we've got to set ourselves up with a bunch of necessities and things like that. So we might do that this weekend and just prepare the home for a project, because I need to get ahead of my laundry when a project comes. It's not a huge project, but it's going to be a big transformation. So I'm probably going to do a weekend vlog of just a huge homemaking weekend vlog, and then do the project. We'll see how that goes. But I love the way it looked. Y'all made a fantastic call. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'll see y'all in the next one.